Hi, this is Coach Joe Lukacs, and welcome to this episode of Ask Me Anything. One of my LinkedIn contacts, Tom, wrote me the other day and said, "Hey, Coach, I'm trying to figure out, segmentation, service. How do you get organized? What's a proper service model for clients? And can you help me?" And so, Tom, this video is for you. So first off, I think advisors, really make things way too complex with client segmentation, ABCD, AA, AAA, single A, gold, silver, platinum, bronze. I think just a lot of it. So let's talk about simplicity. When you have simplicity, there's scale. Okay. First off, commentary. I find a lot of times advisors over review and under communicate with their clients. Now, what do I mean by that? Over reviewing. A lot of time, especially in our high net worth, our A book, our best clients, there's a tendency to want to do quarterly reviews, to really sit down and pull the portfolios apart and the plan and everything like that, and get involved with performance and everything else. But when I ask the advisor, I say, look, let me ask you something. Do you want your clients focused on short-term results, short-term performance? And then they say, of course not. I want my clients here for the long haul. We need to be long-term investors. We need to look at the market over a long period of time. I say, great. Then why the hell are you putting in front of their face every 90 days, good or bad? That's where they start scratching their heads, right? Here's reality. Most of your clients, if you're doing quarterlies, don't really want to do quarterlies. They do it because they think they have to. It's like going to the dentist twice a year. It's like one of those things, right? I'm going to lay out to you a very simple model of how to do reviews and then how to communicate, okay? So, and I don't know anybody's business here, and obviously I don't know your business either, so I'm going to give you kind of just a chassis to run on today. Number one, I would say the top 20% of your client base in terms of annual recurring revenue are your A's. The next 40% are your C's. Your B's. Your next 40% are your B's. That's 60. The next tranche is going to be our C's. And then our D book is basically transactional stuff, okay? So I've got 20, 40, 40 equals 100 recurring revenue in a model. Okay, now, our A's, top 20%. We are going to run what I call a 12-2 model. 12 being we're going to touch base with them proactively, and I'll explain that in a minute, every month, and we're going to do a sit-down or formal review, if you'd like, twice a year, every 6 months. The only time you'll come off of that is if there's a mitigating factor, something in their lives, retirement, a death, something that would cause you to get together with them, or there's something going on in the world, i.e. a black swan event, 2008, for example, where, hey, we need to get with people. Other than that, 12-2. Our next tranche is our B book, which is that next 40%, right, based on revenue, that we're going to run a 6-1 model on. 6 being every other month, reach out, 1 being annual review. And then our C book, which is our last 40% of recurring revenue, we're going to run a 4-1 model. Quarterly call, annual review. Notice, everybody gets an annual review, and our top clients get 2, along with some monthly communication, touch base. So, I'm not going to get into how to do a review today. That's not the question, but those are your models. Okay. Now, whatever CRM system you're using, Salesforce, Redtail, Wealthbox, whatever tool, I'm not a spreadsheet person. You need a CRM, so I'm going to make that assumption. Now, touch bases. What's a touch base? A touch base is nothing more than a check-in with a client. It can take the form of a phone call, which I am least around. It can take the form of an email. It can take a form of a service called BOMB, which is video email. So there's 3 modalities, okay? There's getting on the phone, there's writing them a note, and there's sending them a video, okay? All 3. The key factor here, this is not like, mass mail. This is not group, right? You don't send the same email out to all your A clients, oh, I'm done for the month. No. You write, you say, hey Tom, it's Joe Lukacs, just checking in with you, see how your month's going. Do you have any questions on your investments? Do you have any concerns, anything keeping you up at night? We are here for you. Reach out if you need to talk, right? And whatever else you want to say. You invite them to communicate with you. Remember, the number one reason a person leaves an advisor is not performance, it's not fees, it's lack of communication, lack of relationship. So your best clients, you do that every month. Your second best clients, you do every other month. Your third best clients, you do quarterly. Email, phone call, bomb. Phone calls to me real quick, and then I want to keep these things about 5 minutes. I find phone calls are sometimes the least effective. Number one, you're gonna leave a lot of voicemail. People don't pick up their phones, right? Number two, if you get them on the phone, you have no idea what you're getting into. They could be fighting with their spouse, the dog could have messed on the carpet, they could just be in a bad mood, and now you're gonna jump in on that, right? So I'm coming off the concept of phone calls are best. I really think email and video mail are gonna be the future of doing things. It's convenient, it's accessible, and it's non-intrusive, okay? So those are some things. So remember, 12-2-6141. Build your model around that. Keep it simple. Don't listen to everybody else who wants to make things complex. Simplicity is where the money's at, and how to scale. It's Coach Joe. Thanks for the question.